Okay, just looking at page 3, we're going to add some doors in here. I'm not going to do the whole lot, but I'll just show you. Click the door button here, and as it says there, we want the 813 by 2134, and but we're going to modify it so it is actually 820 by 2040. We need to click the edit type. We've got to duplicate, and we're going to type in here 820 by 2040. Oops. And fix that up. Now that's just a name, and we're just going to modify this here, which is actually the bit that does the work. 2040 by 820, and there we have it. Go OK. Now we have that available. We can place it wherever we should be placing it. And generally they're all 100 millimeters away from the corner of the wall. So except for this one here, as it says on page 4, it's 700 away. But let's just put this one here. Start with one list. Okay, what else have we got to play with here? Where's not working? Here we go. You can just place it and then you can change the numbers afterwards. Maybe easier. You can also swing this around like that. Now where's this? Now this here has changed now. I'm not able to change that number anymore, so how am I going to do that? Alright, I'll just escape for a minute, see if it comes good. Yes, it does now, so I can go back to 100 there, so that fixes that. Again, if I want to put a door and I lost the command for the door, I can just right click here and create similar, and will come in ready to go. And I can just put this one here 700 away. Oh, nearly had it. 700, there it goes. It just has to flip around a little bit, and it's pretty much right. Okay, double checking, escape, and click on there, 700. Beautiful. All right, so there's a few doors there like that. Any unusual ones? Yeah, there's some unusual things happening around here. We need to create a wall opening in here. Let me just see how we're going to do that. Again, you can just change this to fine if you prefer to look at it that way. Okay, a wall opening is one of these buttons here. I can click that. And okay, what's the setting for the wall opening? First, it tells us here, select wall to create a rectangular opening. So that's a wall. All right. And then it says, enter starting point of rectangular opening. So you can click here, for example, and go like that. There it is. Now, there are some properties of this rectangular opening, so we'll look at that in a minute. Okay, so first of all, we want it in this to be centered. So we need to click on it on here again. We want it to be 900 for a start, and we want it centered. So how can we move it to be centered? Let's see if we can use the move command. Pick it up from the center of that. There. How can we put it to the midpoint of this? Well, try SM. Alright, I'm typing SM for snap to midpoint of the wall, and I'm pointing on top of the wall, and that should bring it to the midpoint of that wall. Okay, so that's good enough for that. Let's have a look what happened in 3D though. Click on 3D, and there it is. It seems to be okay. I don't know. Let's click on here. The height of it is not told to us in this instance, but we can actually grab this little grip normally and bring it down to there. And it says the height of it is 2438. I really want it to be 2040 or 2100, whatever you wish. Oh, but that's actually, let's change the height. Sorry, let's change the height over there. That's not what I want to do. Let's try again. Let's see. Yeah, this is the bit we want to change. 20. That's what I want to change there. That should be 2040. What? No, I put it 2000, but I can change it now. It should be alright. 2040. That should get it right, I reckon. So that's the height of that opening. Has it moved up here though? You got to keep looking all the time. It does look like it's moved up here, so it's a bit of a problem, this one here, to get right. It's the right height now. Let's see if I can move it down. It's the little things that take ages. I'm not sure that I can get it from there. No, I'm not sure about this one here. Let me just check it out. I'll just pause it for a minute. Okay, so this is how you change the opening actually. You click on here and you use your properties. That should be set to 0. And this one here will just adjust automatically now. So that should be, if I click it, that's how it should look like. Alright, so it's a little bit fiddly, but we've got there in the end. Alright, so that's that. And you can do similar things with the wall over here in the basin area eventually. There's a wall missing in here still, but we'll get that eventually. Let's go back to our ground floor plan. There is something that is a little bit different on the notes with regards to the door. We're looking for M sliding door 2 panel on page 5, and that's to add to the back area there. The directory structure that shows in there has in 2014 there's no international metric library, so just pick up something that's similar. But although I'm using 2013, this will look okay. But let's just have a go at this door here. So how do we do that? We want to load family. Okay, so you click on the. So I clicked on the door, but now I want to load family. And for me, I go to the international metric. But for you guys, I think you just go straight to doors, and there is, actually, what are we looking for? We're looking for M sliding 2 panel door. So sliding, probably that it'll be something like this that you find in your directory. So I might just try this one here and see if it works. All right. So I'm not sure what happened with the installation of the version 14, but all right. So we'll just put this in here, and somehow if you muck around a bit, let me just zoom out a bit. It should detect it to the center of that wall. All right, there it is. So it says here it's 85 from what I can see, and 85. By the way, you can actually type in TL for thin lines, or click on this thin lines button up the top to make it a bit clearer there. So if I escape and click on here again, I can read the numbers a bit better if those lines are not thick. So that's what we got there. That's what we put in there. If I look at that in 3D, I can go down to my 3D level here, have a look around, and that's the door I just added. I'll just press escape. There it is. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. All right, so that's that bit there. What else do we need? Okay, looking at adding some windows. Have we done that yet? No, we need to add some windows. This is on where is it? Sliding door. It does ask you to change that door by the look of it, because this one here, if I click it on here, I'm looking at page 6, and I edit the type, it says it's 2143. We want it to be 1810 by 2040 again. So we might want to duplicate this and create an 18. Right, so we call it 1810 by 2040. All right. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll change these sizes here, 1810 by 2040. 2040. All right, so if I OK that, all right, that should be automatically that new door there. So yes, it is. It tells us there in the properties, and you note if I go to the ground floor plan that these offsets here have increased now from 65 or 85 to 255. All right, so that's essentially my door customized. All right, so adding windows is much similar as adding doors, except we have to create 3 different types of windows as shown on page 7, because they don't have, sorry, 2 different types by the look of it. We need a 1810 by 1500 and 610 by, that should be 600, not 6000, as showing on page 7 for that window. All right, and they will be scattered around the, the whole plan as shown on the XPS file. All right, so I'll just customize one window, and then you can do the rest. All right, so I want a, sorry, just escape that. We'll click, I clicked window, yes, here it is. All right, so what I want to is pick this one up, and I'll duplicate this, and I'll make this, the first one will be 1810 by 1500. Okay, so I want this one to be 1810 by 1500, and we're going to use these all the way around. 1500, pretty much. All right, there it goes, and we'll go OK, and we've got that window there now. It does ask us to change some other things here, apart from changing the height to 1500. Okay, we need to change the width to, what do I do? 1500, 1810. Width is 1810. This dialog box seems a little different to the one in your notes. The one in your notes has other options as well, which you haven't got here. But most of the options are there. The default seal height, I've got 580 in my notes, so let's just go with that. Okay, 580. And okay, let's hope that works. Go OK. All right, where we're going to put that window, we've got a few at the front, so let's just put one up here. There should be a door as well in there, but I didn't actually add that in, so I'm just going to drop this here for now, just for your purposes. And we've got another one in here. Which way do they go? So you can move them, you can mirror them after. Anyway, okay, so they just sort of try and line them up in the middle. All right, so there's a few like that. So you create another one for your 600 one for your bathroom areas. Okay, so this one here, yes, in fact they probably should be the other way around, something like that. All right. All right, so in my 3D, funny looking windows, aren't they? They're not even, anyhow, as long as you put something in there. It's not quite what I had in mind, but we'll run with something like that. All right, I'll leave it at that, and hope that's enough for you to keep going and finish off with that. Next is adding a basic slab and things like that, but we'll look at that another time. See how far you get in the next week or so. All right.